Make this video today. It's showing a bit about England. This is off Google Maps, but there you can see that England is on a shelf there, and the shelf is much bigger. Anyway, so we're looking at this piece of land here. There's London, and we're going to be going across the coast from, well, we were at Brighton, which is up here somewhere. Oh, it's up there somewhere. And oh no, sorry, it's here somewhere, because that's the end of, that's Cornwall. It's down here somewhere, and Dover. So it's along here, because everybody just thinks that it's the White Cliffs of Dover, but there's more cliffs. In fact, England is practically all cliffs, and much of it must have collapsed then over the years. And you know, on that strange bit, you know, we were supposed to be joined to France and everything. I don't think they've got cliffs. But anyway, when we were at Brighton, there is the Daddy Longlegs. And what James was telling me was, look at the sand, you know, the beach. Look how low it is below the train. And I must admit, I hadn't noticed that. Okay. That a lot of the train was on these pillars. Just like that one. What we see today is the train like that, like this, okay? But when the train was made years ago, see, it was out here. This was just a sheer drop down. It was very steep, and the water then was smashing up against. But now it looks like that. So things have changed quite a lot. There's a lot more beach there now. It used to look like this, and the train would then travel along. I don't know if I'd want to go on it, to be honest, but yeah, it now looks like this. Now, just when I put that in, the beach has raised, and then of course we have the Daddy Longlegs, which also was in the sea. But anyway, let's carry on. When you get past the pier that's left out there, the sea drops. But anyway, as I was, you know, looking at things, this one, Rottingdean, is next to Brighton. It's all cliffs, just like Dover. It's hills and cliffs. Cliffs. But I hadn't realised it was that far along. I suppose if you don't go there, or you don't know, you don't know. I knew there was bits of cliff, but I hadn't realised really that it was miles of it, just like... Oh, and windmills. Everybody forgets that we have a lot of windmills too. It's not just Amsterdam. There are loads of windmills around Brighton. And maybe Brighton flooded and they were to help. Anyway, I caught this video, black mark in the middle of the sun. But yeah, there's a few pictures of that. And that was what? It's about 3 or 4 years ago. This is the walk. You can walk so far down then it stops. Saltdean is next to Rottingdean. It's all cliffs, just like Dover. Brighton, because I feel so sad for this beautiful. That's the palace in Brighton. Yeah. Anyway, back to this. I just took some pictures of this. Facebook doesn't always put them in order, does it? There's these cliffs. This is Eastbourne now, which is a bit further along. It goes Brighton, Rottingdean and all that. Then you hit Eastbourne, then you go along and it's Rye, Folkestone, Dover. I'm not saying all of it's got cliffs, but a lot of it does, just like that. The Seven Sisters. There they are. Cliffs. Probably just as well, because it would flood. But slowly it's taking the cliff away because it's chalk. And just in a minute I think we come to some houses which are right on the edge. I don't know if they're still there, but bits of them have gone, or they've been taking bits down because... Yeah, there you go. Look how close that town is to the edge. Here it is. That was the place there. But the land there is cracking because it's chalk. The Berlin Gap, and there's the houses. No, back to the pier in Brighton, because it's so sad, that pier. It was a beautiful pier. 2 piers have gone in Brighton. Brighton had 3 piers. The chain link pier, the one that's still there, and this one. And the chain link pier, I don't get that. There was 18 tons of marble on the platform where you landed, and it was burrowed into the side. Now the marina is on it in Brighton. It's the biggest marina on the south coast, I think. But how could they do all this in times where we had just boats and no roads, and you know, that's all incredible. But this place was beautiful. It probably had to go for a reason, because all piers seem to burn. When they don't want it, they burn it or knock it down.